feels a lot easier to fight for something that you want so badly over having to accept the failure or accept that what you want is not going to happen. That hurts a lot, and a lot of us don't know how to cope with those uncomfortable emotions of feeling that sadness. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Missy. Excuse my hoarse voice. I don't know, I randomly woke up without a voice. Probably all the voices I do for my baby. I don't know what's going on. But today I thought we would talk about acceptance, which I think is something that a lot of people struggle with, and they don't even realize the importance of acceptance and how it plays in their life, how it's so important to accept failure, accept when things don't go your way, accept when bad things are happening, accept reality, accept love. You know, there's so many different areas of your life where you need to practice acceptance, and sometimes we don't know what acceptance truly is, the meaning, understanding it, the psychology behind it, acceptance, and what it feels like. So we're going to go through all of that today. So acceptance is the act of acknowledging and embracing reality as it is, and usually this is without judgment or resistance or trying to control outcomes that are beyond your control. It doesn't mean that you approve of it or that you are like you're happy about the thing that's happening. Acceptance is something that a lot of us can struggle with because we don't want the thing that was in our imagination, our hopes, our dreams to not be true. So you may hold on to something for dear life because there's a part of you that needs it to be true, and you long for it to be true, so you'll hold on to things for longer than is healthy for you because it hurts too much. Acceptance is like the final stage of something, and we can't get to acceptance if we don't go through like the sadness or the reality, or we're not 100% like admitting what's going on and that something can't happen. So because we don't go through the acknowledging, then we can't go through the grief and the sadness and all those other emotions, and we can't get to that acceptance. And so then we will keep trying at things that are not for us or things that are hurting us because we're not in reality. Acceptance is reality. Trying to get something that's not possible to happen is delusion. So it's fighting, it's a losing battle, and you're in complete cognitive dissonance because you're in what you want to believe versus what reality is. And that's why you will often see yourself or see other people fighting for things that are not realistic or are harming them because they didn't go through the stages of acknowledging, feeling the sadness and the loss, and the acceptance. It feels a lot easier to fight for something that you want so badly over having to accept the failure or accept that what you want is not going to happen. That hurts a lot, and a lot of us don't know how to cope with those uncomfortable emotions of feeling that sadness. So then we pretend that it's not something that we can't obtain, and we continue to fight until we're sick and tired, and it's like in our face, like we're either out of money or we're struggling mentally so badly, or whatever the case, it's like undeniable. Maybe we've lost friends, there's been a lot of consequences. Maybe it doesn't have to go to the extreme, there's usually some sort of consequences that makes us realize I have to accept reality. I have to accept something different than what I've been trying to do. Acceptance is rooted in mindfulness. It allows us to be present with our thoughts, feelings, and experiences without trying to, again, control them. Acceptance fosters a sense of inner peace and contentment, and this is by releasing the struggle against reality and embracing life with open arms. By doing this, it can greatly reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. And this is because we shift our focus from what we can't control to what we can control. And we then form more realistic goals based on the acceptance of our reality. So there's three types of acceptance. There's self-acceptance, where you embrace yourself, including your flaws, your strengths, and your past mistakes. There's situational acceptance, where you acknowledge and you accept difficult or uncontrollable life situations. Then there's the acceptance of others. This is where you have an acceptance and an understanding of others without feeling the need to change them. The psychological benefits behind acceptance are reducing cognitive dissonance discomfort. So the more you accept something, the less likely you are to struggle with any type of cognitive dissonance. And cognitive dissonance comes from holding conflicting thoughts or beliefs. Since you are accepting of your situation, yourself, or the thing that's happening, you no longer hold those conflicting thoughts or beliefs. You are firm in reality. Cognitive dissonance comes when you're unsure of your reality. It comes with mindfulness. When you practice mindfulness, it is the key to embracing acceptance, because you are embracing the present and you're here in the now. So you're in present reality. You are able to embrace reality. Resistance often leads to stress, anxiety, and frustration. Acceptance brings an inner peace and clarity. And there's also different stages of acceptance, kind of like the stages of grief, with sadness, anger, denial, bargaining, depression, and then acceptance. You go through those different stages. Often all these emotions lead to a place of acceptance. So those are some things that can benefit your psyche. The reason why acceptance is so important is because it leads to a better emotional well-being. Acceptance leads to reduced suffering. It helps you to struggle with the situation at hand a lot less. It lessens the struggle with the situations that can't be controlled or changed. So how you practice acceptance is, one, become aware. So when you're fighting for something, become aware of like, hey, I've been fighting for something for a long time and it's not happening. Let me do a check-in. Like, let me see what's going on and see if I'm really being realistic. Am I creating this false reality because I want it to happen so badly? Or I don't want to admit what's actually going on. And sometimes it takes talking to a friend, a blunt friend that can kind of be straightforward with us and be like, this is what's happening. If you're really kind of in that delusion of thinking that it's possible, sometimes we need that reality check. So if you're struggling with yourself, don't hesitate to ask a trusted friend. But the first thing is to be aware. And it has to be a trusted friend. That's what's really important, not just any person. The next is to practice some sort of mindfulness. Be in the present. That's really important, to just be here in the now and focus what is going on in your present moment. And it helps you to be non-judgmental towards the situation, so you can have a clearer mind to decide how to move forward. So really just practice that mindfulness of being here in the now and what is going on, not thinking about what could be, what is happening. If you're struggling with a lot of negative thoughts, you can always reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, like, if you're dealing with situational things that you're having a hard time accepting and you're thinking like, why is this happening to me? This bad things always happen to me. Think like, instead of thinking that way, you can think, how can I grow from this? What can I do about this situation? What is in my reality that I can actually accomplish? Maybe I don't have the funds to go to college and be a scientist, but maybe I can volunteer in something, or maybe I can work my way up, whatever it is. I don't know what you could possibly do, but just how can you work your way up to do something along the lines of science, but maybe not be a scientist. The next is focus what's in your control rather than what is not in your control. What can you do? Don't think about what you can't do. Don't think about what was supposed to happen. Don't think about how you can control somehow outside influences. Like, you have to think, okay, what can I actually do in my situation? I don't have legs, but I can, get prosthetics or whatever it is. Like, what can you do in your situation? You can't grow legs, but there's things out there for you that can benefit you that aren't necessarily what you had wanted. Another aspect is you need to grieve. You have to, when you are mindful and when you are in reality and you realize what is happening, it's time to just be sad. Allow yourself to be sad. It's so important to be sad. Sad means change is happening. Sad is grieving. Sad is dealing with the loss. You have to be sad. You can't avoid being sad because you want what you want when you want it. Life is not like that. things don't happen because it's what you want. Things happen because it's what you are in your means and what you are able to work with. So really just be in that sadness for however long you need to be in that sadness. Go through the emotions. And then after, that's when you are able to self-soothe and self-parent. Like we always talk about, talk yourself through it. Hey buddy, I got you, I'm sorry. You know, empathize, be compassionate, be understanding. I love you, I'm sorry your experiences. That sucks. That sucks so bad. You know, I got you, I'm here for you. We can get through this. We can do other things. We can make ourselves better in this way, or we can accomplish this sort of thing. Like that's how you can make realistic goals for yourself, is when you're talking yourself through it and soothing yourself through it. And then there's the end, which is the complete acceptance. And what acceptance feels like is, think of something, it's, in order to achieve the feeling of acceptance, you need to think about, for instance, waking up in the morning. Okay, you technically already accept that you're here. You're like, I'm here, I'm ready to take on the day. It's not even a thought in your mind. You just feel at peace with it. There's a sense of peace. Think about something that is not even a thought in your mind, that is just your day-to-day, that doesn't bother you. That's acceptance. It's this inner peace of like, this is just the way it is and I'm just gonna go through it. That's what it feels like. It's like this inner calm and this like just an okay with it. That's how I would explain the feeling. It's just chill, like I'm vibing, I'm content. That's what acceptance feels like. That's how you'll know you have accepted something. When you go through those different steps, when you go through the motions, when you practice mindfulness, when you are able to see reality of what you can do and just let go of what you can't control, let go of what can't be. And this can apply in so many areas of your life. Think about your life and think about things that maybe you don't naturally accept and what you're really struggling with. And you'll know, okay, those are the areas that I need to accept. And then once you accept, you'll notice you'll make more realistic goals for yourself, and you'll be able to go through the motions and pick yourself back up. And you may need to do that with a lot of different things. So what do you guys think? Leave it all in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, comment, share. Like, comment, share, and share with someone that you may think may need it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye guys. I'm a little palm tree girl today. I made chicken parm with sauce. Hopefully I have nothing in my teeth. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Missy. I have a little bit of hoarse voice.